What's up, guys? It's Mr. Martinez. I wanted to make this video to get a better understanding of how the metric system works. I know a lot of us have been a little confused, and it's okay. We are not really here in the U.S. We're not used to the metric system. We're used to our U.S. customary units, such as length in miles, feet, and inches, and also yards. For capacity, we use ounces, cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. And for weight, we use ounces, pounds, and tons. And in other parts of the world, they don't really use the U.S. customary unit. They use something called the metric system. And the metric system, even though it's confusing for us, it's actually a little bit easier. Why? Because it works with the powers of 10, and it works with the place value chart. Okay, remember the place value chart. Everything to the left is always getting 10 times bigger, and everything to the right is always getting 1/10 smaller. That's how you have to look at the metric system. So the metric system starts off with our base units. We have meters, we have liters, and we have grams. A meter would be used to measure the height of this expo marker. We have liters that can be used to measure how much water, right, or how many liters would be in this water bottle. And we use grams, which would be used to weigh, right, how much this orange weighs. All right, and to know the severity of these basic units, we add prefixes. So before I get into prefixes, I want to start off with our base, right? Our base units, like I said, think of MLG, right? Meters. We have liters, and we have grams. So with the metric system, they're going to have, in the name, they're always going to have these three names. They're going to have meters, liters, or grams. Now, will it be the basic name like this, or will it have prefixes? Remember what a prefix is words that are before another word, right? You join them together to add something, a different meaning to it. Okay, so this would be considered our meters, our basic units. Now, in order to get bigger, we'd have to go to the left. And every time I go to the left, right, I would get 10 times bigger, and every time I go to the right, I would get 1/10 smaller. So something to help me understand the metric system would be this little saying. I know it sounds funny, but it says, kangaroo helps dingo because dingo can't multiply. I'm going to say that one more time. Kangaroo helps dingo because dingo can't multiply. And I'm going to draw it on the board just so you can understand, right? And the way I would say it would be to draw stairs. So watch this. So kangaroo helps dingo because dingo can't multiply, right? And that kangaroo stands for our biggest unit of the metric system would be our kilo. Kilo, that stands for kilo. And then we have, after that, we would get hecto. These are all prefixes, right? And then after that, we would have a deca. And then we would have our base, right? This is our base. Our base would be in the middle step, right? Which would be meters, liters, and grams, right? And then after our base, we're going to start getting smaller than our base. We're going to have our deci. We're going to have our centi. And we're going to have our smallest unit, which would be our milli. Now, very important, right? Understand it like it's a place value chart. Our base is like our whole number, our ones, right? And if I go to the left, we have deca, right? Think of it in Spanish, 10, deca, right? 10. Hecto starts with an H for 100, and we have kilo, which would be 1,000. So in order to get what is 10 times bigger than our base would be our deca. What would be 10 times bigger than a deca? Our hecto. What's 10 times bigger than a hecto? A kilo. Now, if we go with our base and we want to get smaller, we get 1/10 smaller. A 10th smaller, which is our 10th place here, deci, right? 10th, right? And 1/10 smaller of that would be our centi, like a cent, which is 100th. And then we have our milli, which is our mil, right? Which is in Spanish, thousandths, right? So it's very important. So how can I work on this? How can we use conversions? So for example, if I wanted to convert, all right, if I wanted to convert 5 kilograms, right? And I wanted to find out how many grams are in 5 kilograms, how would I be able to do this? And it's all about using the decimal point, and it's very important, right? So I'm going to show you how to do it, right? So first and foremost, if we have 5, right? Where's our decimal point in a whole number, right? And if you forgot, remember, if it's invisible and it's a whole number, it's automatically to the right of it. right over there. So if we have 5 kilograms and we want to find out how many grams are in 5 kilograms, I'm going to start off with my kilograms. So I'm going to start off right over here with a kilo, right? And I'm going to count how many steps I go down till I get to my grams. And notice that my grams are in my base. So count with me. I'm going to be here. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, right? So I went 1, 2, 3 steps. So if I went 1, 3 steps, notice I went down. If I go down, that means I'm going right? So if I'm going up the stairs, that means I'm going up, which would mean left. Now, down right means multiply, and up left means to divide. Think of it like this. I just said it, right? A kilogram is the greatest, right? So if I'm going from something large to something small, you can still do the little emote. From something small to something large, we know that we're going to multiply, right? But now, it's even easier than that. I don't even have to do that. I can skip those steps. All I need to know, if I'm going downstairs, I know I'm moving to the right. If I move down 3 steps, all I need to do is move to the right 3 times. So look over here. I'm going to erase this so we can see. All right? I moved 3 steps down, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to the right. And that is 5,000 grams. Right? So that is how we convert, right? Using the metric system. I'm going to do one more example on how we go up, which means to divide. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So for example, let's just say I have 500 centimeters, right? And I want to find out, let's use, 500 centimeters, and let's find out how many meters are in 500 centimeters. Okay, so let's look at it like that. So first and foremost, we are starting at our centimeter, right? We're starting at our centimeter, and we're going to go up to our base, right? Because meters is our base. So count with me. I'm going to go up 1 time. Actually, let me erase this. Let's restart that. Just so I don't confuse you guys, let's get a fresh staircase, right? So I'm going to start off at centimeter, right? Because we're at 500 centimeter. And I want to go 1, 2, right? I went up 1, 2. So I went up 2 places. And if I'm going up, I know that I'm going left. If I'm going up, I'm going left. So now, if I have 500 centimeters, I know that my decimal point is here because it's a whole number. So I'm going to move to the left 2 times. Count with me. 1, 2. So that is equal to 5 meters. Okay, I really hope this helps you. If you guys like the videos, make sure just let me know that you like them so I can keep doing them to help you out. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm just kidding. I'm not a YouTuber or math teacher. All right, hope this helped you guys. Please message me if you have any questions. Love you guys and stay safe.